Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. I hope you are good, enjoying your weekend, and preparing yourself for the next week. So let's look at the website first. If anyone want to join us or looking for training, just simply head to the trading at attacktradingacademy.com and check the levels. All right, so group membership 1 year plan and group membership 2 year plan and one-on-one training. So if you are looking for further information, just fill that form and send that form to me for further information. So I'll try my best to get back to you with further information. So if you're looking for social sites or links so that you can follow me on social sites for ideas and updates, just simply head to the TradingView profile and check the signature box. All right. Check the signature box and you're going to have links there. All right. Under the ideas. So you're going to have website, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Slack, and Telegram. So you can follow me on these social sites for ideas and updates. Okay, so let's go to the TradingView profile and let's look at the setups. All right, so we are having setups over there, and hope you guys have gone through. I have just recently posted. So first of all, the pound pairs. All right, and let's look at the Kiwi first. Kiwi dollar, US dollar pushed lower last week and still in a bearish trend. All right, so an opportunity is in making. All right, so for longer term, so make sure you keep an eye on the Kiwi next week at the low. So Kiwi dollar, pound, Aussie dollar, US dollar is also pushing up. Last week it slightly went lower, so we'll look at that chart. All right, so pound pushing up nicely, and we're gonna have nice correction for next week. All right, so continuation for more upside. So plenty to come on the pound dollar, plenty to come on the pound chief. Last week we have seen these charts. All right, so plenty to come on the euro pound going down, plenty to come on the pound CAD going up nicely, plenty to come on the pound yen, bounced off aggressively. All right, and plenty to come on the platinum. All right, and the silver. All right, silver is correcting on lower time frame, and gold too. Gold is forming head and shoulder formation at the top, struggling on weekly time frame, forming this head and shoulder formation. And euro dollar. All right, for next week trade. So last week, if you guys remember that, I have shown you that kind of correction over there. All right, so correction is just forming. All right, similar kind of correction is just forming over there, like this last week. All right, now that correction to break out, or this expanding triangle, or whatever you want to call that. So euro dollar, dollar index is at the top, and you're looking for similar kind of trade on the dollar index like last time. Okay, so it went lower, then did not continue, held the bottom, and then went up. All right, like that. Held the bottom and then went up. So similar kind of trade you guys are looking on the euro dollar. Sell from the top, get down back to the lower, I mean, at the lower channel line or wedge, or form lower high or higher low, whatever you want to call that. All right, and then again go back up or break down for longer term. Okay, this move, okay, up to that bottom and then go back up, or give us a bigger expanding triangle over there on bigger time frame. So we'll look at that too. So dollar index, dollar sheaf. All right, so last week, if you guys remember that, we were having this kind of formation over there. Okay, one more up move and then drop from the top. So it went up, dropped. So next week, similar structure, either one more up move and then drop, or correct over there and break down. Okay, so here you got the pound. So pound to hit the bottom and go back up. So what was the chart last week? That was the chart last week, all right? So this correction I was showing. So we went long on that correction. We got the breakout. We were looking for that breakout to happen. And let's look at that chart. So we are looking pound to keep pushing higher. So it broke out. Okay, so nicely broke out, pushing higher. That was the pound dollar chart. And there. Okay, so that breakout, and we were looking for that triangle to go higher too. We got this move, we got that move, and this chart you guys see. All right, so update the chart. So get down, hold it, and go back up for one more up leg. Correct again, and keep pushing higher. All right, so bigger chart you guys have just seen. All right, daily chart, a weekly chart, at pound dollar chart. We are looking for a big potential for upside on the pound dollar. So these are the continuation trade on the pound dollar. Pound dollar to keep forming these corrections and keep pushing higher. So this expanding triangle, hold it and continue to go higher. All right, so this setup gonna be invalidated if price gonna break down sharply like that and gonna correct over there. Okay, then we're gonna have one more drop back to the bottom. So we are not anticipating that one more drop. A possibility exists over there for that one more drop on the pound. All right, pound sheaf, similar analysis. All right, so you got the correction, boom, you got the correction, next leg, you got the correction, next leg, all right, and you are having another correction. Okay, so you're looking for it to hold and continue to go higher. So we were looking for buy on pound pairs last week. Same analysis on the pound yen. So you're looking for it to hold the bottom and go back up. Okay, so pound yen, hold the bottom and this up leg next week. All right, so this breakdown, correction, sharp breakdown, correction will invalidate that by setup. Then there's going to be a continuation to the downside. All right, so another nice opportunities in making on the dollar yen. All right, so we were expecting dollar yen to reverse from the bottom, if you guys remember the bigger chart, right? So we are having a way within that direction. So let's quickly look at the dollar yen chart. So maybe on a bigger time frame, like 2 days, maybe on 2 days. 2 days. So we are looking for dollar yen to continue to keep pushing higher for a longer run. All right, this wave. and it is at a critical area, or you guys can see that at a critical point where we can see one more drop like that. We are not anticipating that one more drop, but possibility exists over there. Okay, so last week I have made, I have told you fundamentally what was cooking behind the scenes. Fed cut the interest rate, but they were not, dovish. All right, and they did not make it clear. They did not make it clear that what they're going to do in future. Either they're going to keep cutting the interest rate and going to go for quantitative easing, or this is just another insurance cut or mid-cycle adjustment. And once this downturn going to stop or things going to get better, yeah, between US and China, then again they're going to start to raise the interest rate. All right, so they did not, make it clear that what they're going to do on next meeting. Either they're going to cut for another time, or no more cuts. And during this period of time, we're going to have some good market data, a good data, economic data, or positive news between US and China regarding trade deals. And then again, they're gonna start to raise the interest rate. All right. So again, we are still in the same environment. Uncertainties are still there. A lot of things happening last week between the US and Iran. And we had some positive outcome last week. The Chinese and US duties were having face-to-face talk in the US, and firstly, there was a negative news. Market took that news negatively, and safe havens went up. But later on Saturday, the media is reporting that the negotiations were constructive, and they're gonna meet again in October. Yeah, and which is a good news. All right, so which is good news. So if things are going to get better, but between these two big players, all right, then market gonna be normal. Uncertainty is gonna go away. Market gonna start to behave again normally. Okay, so again, you have to keep in your mind that if things are going to get worse again, then one more drop can happen on the yen pair. Yen can get strong for one more drop. So currently we are looking for stability. We are having some easing. Fed cut the interest rate. Bank of Japan did not do anything. Swiss National Bank did not do anything, and they are already running in negative interest rate policy. They have less room as compared to the Fed, ECB, or other central banks, right? Like New Zealand, or Royal Bank of New Zealand, or Royal Bank of Australia. They are still in, having positive interest rates. They still have some room to cut the interest rate. All right. So that's why they did not react a lot last week. Swiss National Bank and the Bank of Japan. So if things are going to get worse, dollar yen can go down for one more drop. Currently, we are not anticipating that. We are anticipating that there are going to be stability into the market, and we're going to have something like that kind of move, all right, which have already started from the bottom, all right, like that kind of move back to that top or this top. So that's the bigger image. So the reason to show you that, so that you can get the idea what's happening on the bigger image. Okay, so we are having these updates, and that was the correction, was on a lower time frame. Okay, that broke out, and there was another correction on the dollar yen, and we were looking for even that correction to continue to go higher. I think this is the chart. All right, so that was the dollar yen. So short-term trade went well. So this short-term trade went well, and we are having again similar kind of trade. All right, so even I'm showing you trades with even with the risk reward ratio. So similar trade is just there. All right, okay, so same trade at this chart. Okay, the chart you have just seen. The first one was there, from that happened but did not continue. All right, so correction got a bigger over there. Okay, now hold that bottom, same bottom. The price held over there. Okay, so it came down and held and pushed higher. So hold that bottom and continue to go higher. Yeah, this expanding triangle to hold, or ABC move, whatever you want to call that. Hold that and continue to go for another up move, right? And form another correction and keep going higher. Keep forming those corrections, keep forming these corrections, and keep pushing higher. Right? Okay, so sharp breakdown like that. Let's say sharp breakdown will bring uncertainty back into the market, all right? And the correction there will push the market back to the bottom, this area. So we are not anticipating that move, but as I said, it is possible, okay? Uncertainty can come back into the market and can give strength to the safe havens as well. Okay, so this is what you're looking for. So dollar yen to hold the bottom and continue to go higher. Okay, so you got it. And Euro New Zealand dollar is coming back to the top again. New Zealand dollar was the weakest currency last week. It went, went up here against the euro, or went down against the dollar quickly. All right. Again, the problem is the US-China trade war. All right. Because of that, these two currencies, New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar, is heavily under pressure. All right, and these two banks started to cut the interest rate quickly. They started to ease quickly than any other bank. All right, so if we're going to have positive outcome again, all right, they are US China again going to meet in October, and let's see if we are going to have an interim deal, or a longer term deal. Both are going to be good for New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar. All right, so these currencies going to get strong. So far, yeah, they are easing. They are easing so that they can stop downturn. All right, and they can avoid recession. Recession is looming. All right, they can avoid from recession, and okay, so what is putting global economy into recession? That is the trade war, right? That's slowing down everything. Major threat to the world economy than any other thing. All right, so positive outcome of that. So hope we're gonna get something in October. So 18 months already gone. All right. So if we're not gonna get anything in October, yeah, and things are going to get worse. Market is extremely, you can say that already oversold and overbought, everywhere. So it can extend, but it cannot extend, more. All right, more. So what I'm saying, in other words, if you remember the Argentine equity market, it went lower, 50% dropped, huge drop within a couple of days. Now that that index started to recover, yeah, and recovered almost more than 25%. All right. Okay, so that kind of shock can happen. All right, if things are going to get more worse between these two giants, so we may have a very very aggressive shock. That shock can happen, or you can say that crash can happen on the equities. All right, equities can go down aggressively, like 25-30%. All right, and at the same time, these currencies, New Zealand dollar, yen, they can, New Zealand dollar can get more weaker, and yen can get more stronger. All right, okay, so hope for the best. I hope we're gonna get they're gonna get they're gonna sort this out. If not in October, and yeah, pressure is building. If you guys look at the market, pressure is building on these two countries to solve this issue out. All right, that pressure gonna mount if they're not gonna solve this issue. All right, so investors are putting more pressure on them, and we're gonna have a result of that very soon. So price can slightly push here, or euro can slightly push higher, right? Slightly can push higher before going to drop. All right, so it can. You guys simply can say that price can retrace up to 100%. All right, so I'm showing you, sell setup at 786. So I need to watch price section at 786 for drop. All right, so when you look at the sell setup over there, make sure guys you understand that price still can push higher because it is very strong. You see that? Strong. All right, and there is still room for almost 500 pips, and price can push, yeah, 4 to 500 pips. So price still can push up to 180 up to that top. All right, but structure and pattern formation is telling us that the wave going to be to the downside in longer run. All right, so you're looking for price action over there. We'll show you the lower time frame, what you should look for before you get into the trade for the sell the euro New Zealand dollar. So another good opportunity, and another good opportunity is also there on the platinum. So we were already having short set up on the platinum. Let's look at this chart. All right, and the same trade we are looking again. Okay, so we were looking for this sell to go down. Yeah, it went lower and went going higher again. So we are looking for this platformation price to hold that and give us that big move. All right, so yeah, bigger time frame chart also you guys have seen. These are the setups. The setups you should keep an eye next week. Now let's move on to the dollar index. Okay, chart you guys have seen, and on dollar index we are still having same structure, same pattern formation which we had last week. All right, so the Fed market did not react. Market did not react to Fed rate decision. Fed cut the interest rate, but market did not react it. All right, market dollar did not drop, and that was hawkish cut. And the point which I told you before that was that they did not Fed did not make it clear that what they're gonna do on their next meeting. All right, either they're gonna go for more cuts or either they're gonna go for more cuts with QE, or they're not gonna cut and they're gonna wait and watch. All right, so you're looking for same trade like that. Okay, that trade. All right, so that trade back to that bottom and then again buy from there. All right, or give us a longer term reversal back to the bottom. So just look at the lower time frame. On 4-hour time frame, same structure, same pattern formation you are having. All right, so again, when you're going to go for short on the DXY or long on the euro dollar, make sure you keep in your mind that price is at the top. Yeah, it still can change that pattern formation and can push price back to that top. All right, it can form higher high. We are still within the bullish trend. All right, so it can form higher high there and again can drop from that top. So we are not anticipating that move, but that move is possible. All right, because structure price is still running within that structure and still strong for upside. Okay, so you're looking for that move next week. Price to hold this and continue to go down. Okay, this correction to break down. All right, so you're looking for that trade to happen on the dollar index. If don't break down, if not going to break down that expanding triangle and pushing higher, just look for it to reverse. It is extremely, overbought. You guys can say that dollar index is extremely overbought. All right, so same structure, same analysis like last week. We haven't seen a lot of movement last week on the euro dollar. All right, so we are looking for euro dollar to go into that direction. All right, or go down and then go back up. So same trade, the trade which we were looking for there. All right, or there. Okay, or there. So that way, either go back up for another up move and go down, or give us a longer term reversal. All right, so once price gonna get back to the trend line, we'll watch. Either we're gonna have one more drop like that, trending move back to the bottom, or we are going to have a reversal again on it. Okay, so as I said last week, there is possibility that the euro dollar gonna form another expanding triangle and gonna keep pushing lower back to the 105. All right, this kind of triangle. Yeah, hope you guys remember that. This kind of triangle can appear over there. Okay, then there's going to be a sell setup at 114 or 114.50 for continuation to the downside, like 1000 pip 1000 pips drop can happen over there from 14 or 900 pip move. Okay, so this possibility exists over there. All right. So let's look at the lower time frame and let's look at this bottom next week. All right, so watch that. All right, so let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so one more drop still possible. Price can break down that bottom. Okay, this one more drop. Okay, that one more drop can happen. Price can break down that bottom and can complete the wave there at this area, and then again you're gonna have buy opportunity over there. So we are looking buy there. If price gonna break down, then we're gonna look for buy at the previous low or new low for that trade. All right, so we are looking for buy on the dip or low on the euro dollar chart. You guys have just seen, all right, euro dollar chart. All right, this is the trade. Right, that's the trade. That's the trade you guys are looking for. If breakdown goes down back to the bottom, look for it to rise from the bottom. And this chart you also have seen. All right, the dollar shift chart. All right, that chart. This chart you also have seen, all right? Dollar shift chart, and on a 4-hour time frame, there is possibility that the dollar shift can still go back up for one more up move. All right, this one more up move, price still can go back up and can form higher high within that wedge and then can drop. Okay, so currently it is forming correction over there, and next week you're looking for that correction to break down and continue to go lower. All right, so when you're going to go for sell on that correction, make sure you understand that price still can push up for one more up move. Back to the previous high. All right, this correction to break down aggressively next week. All right, or this ABC move. All right, this to break down and continue to go lower. Okay, if don't, then go back up, form new high, and start to drop from that top. Okay, dollar sheaf and dollar CAD. Dollar CAD is struggling. Dollar is struggling against the CAD. Okay, so very much same analysis like last week. As I said, we haven't seen a lot of movement last week, and we are still within that that corrective uptrend. All right, this corrective uptrend. Okay, price still can push lower, and we can have the formation which I have just shown you last week, triangle or wedge, whatever you want to call that, and then drop. Okay, or continuation from the bottom. So you're looking for this to sell. Simply it is struggling to push more higher, and you're looking for this to go down from this previous high. All right, so price to just keep pushing slowly for upside and looking to sell the dollar CAD. Okay, so just keep pushing higher and go down. Okay, all right, so go down back to the bottom of that expanding triangle. All right, so like that expanding triangle, and then go higher or give us a bigger weekly drop. All right, so if I'm going to show you the clear price action area, all right, you're looking for sell within these areas, all right, within that top, within these areas, 133, 400. All right, so there is possibility that the price is struggling, slowly pushing higher, and maybe price not gonna hit the 133, 400 and gonna break down aggressively the correction which we are having. All right, so this correction price gonna break down and gonna continue to go lower back to the bottom. So our weekly time frame analysis is the draw for longer term on the dollar CAD. Okay, so this is what we were expecting. Or let's look at the daily time frame, just for your understanding what price is doing and what we are looking for. All right, so price is struggling, dollar is struggling at these areas. All right, so it can slowly keep pushing for upside back to that top or the the place which I have just shown you, 133, 400. All right, okay, and we are looking for this bigger correction, all right, weekly correction to break down. Look at that trade, the similar kind of wave, the wave which we were anticipating last time. Okay, that kind of wave can happen on the dollar CAD. So every time when dollar CAD goes up back to the 133, 400, you're looking for it to drop, or even if it push back to the 135, 3550 or 3600, so longer term opportunity to sell the dollar CAD. All right, so struggling. And Kiwi pushed lower. Chart you guys have just seen. We are expecting Kiwi to bounce off. All right, that's the chart. All right, that's the chart. Still at the low. And what you're looking for next week, you're looking for this downtrend to break up aggressively. So let me show you another possible pattern formation can appear over there. All right, so we were expecting correction on the Kiwi dollar last week, as I said, for more upside, all right, but it broke down and keep forming correction on lower time frame and keep pushing to the downside. That one more drop was possible on the Kiwi dollar, right? Because the risk still there, or the uncertainty still there, right? So that one more drop, even that one more drop is possible on the on yen pair, as I said. Okay, so we still have uncertainty, which is just driving the market. Okay, so let's look at the Kiwi dollar. Okay, so what this pair can do. All right, so we are currently not anticipating that kind of move, all right, but this possibility exists over there. Okay, so it can start start correcting like that way there at the bottom. All right, the way you guys have seen there, it can move slowly over there and then can break up. Okay, so it can correct and can drop, can correct and can drop and can take off, you know, the way price has done there. Right, so currently we are not anticipating, but that possibility exists over there. It can do that. It can, you know, stay at that bottom for a while before going to reverse for longer term. All right, so what you're looking for next week, counter, price to counter back. All right, first of all, rise aggressively. All right, yeah, rise, buy. Okay, when price rise aggressively, buy and wait for another correction. the way you guys have just seen on the pound pairs. All right, correct, buy more, correct, and keep buying. All right, so we are bullish on the kiwi. We are expecting kiwi to take off from that bottom aggressively for upside. So very good opportunities are making on kiwi pair. The lower the kiwi go, the lower the kiwi goes, the better the buy place you're gonna have for longer run. All right, so if you guys miss the move on the pound pairs, let's say you miss the move on the pound pairs from the bottom, from the low. All right, so pound pairs making move, pound pairs making move. All right, let's say you miss these charts. All right, let's say you miss this pound yen long from that bottom, so you still have chance to. All right, so price moved, you still have chance to catch the kiwi or an uzi. So price is running at the 134, and it was running around 126 or 2027 within that area. So almost 7 or 800 pip move already happened over there on the pound against the yen. All right, so you're gonna have a good potential on the kiwi. So the lower the price goes on the kiwi, the better the opportunity you're gonna have. Right, so we don't believe that this is a trending market on the kiwi, and kiwi, we don't believe that kiwi will keep pushing lower. I mean, we don't believe that this is a continuation wave. All right, that's a continuation wave for more downside. All right. Okay, so for that move, the Royal Bank of New Zealand have to be, dovish. They have to be dovish. Royal Bank of New Zealand have to be dovish. All right. So they don't have a lot of room. They got only 1% interest rate. 4 more cuts. All right. So next week we are having rate decision. 4 more cuts. Yeah, 4 more cuts. And after cutting, 4 times, what you're gonna do? All right. Follow the Europe. Follow the ECB. Okay, so they don't have a lot of ammunitions left. Central banks, specifically in these days, don't have a lot of ammunitions left. All right. So at some point, again, Royal Bank of New Zealand gonna start raising rates, and you're gonna see strength on the kiwi. All right, and we are anticipating that these central banks, which went aggressively for easing, they gonna start raising rates the way they went for easing. Similar way they're gonna start raising rates when we're gonna have outcome of this US China trade war. Yeah, if that is going to solve next month, let's say October, then these central banks again gonna start to raising the rates quickly, right? Because this is the issue which is slowing down the trade war, which is slowing down the world, economy, world growth, right? So lot of room. Okay, there is a lot of room for upside on these currencies. So kiwi, longer run, in longer run to go back up. So let's go to the lower time frame. You're looking for a short move, similar kind of last time, and that short move to happen and just trigger the trade. And on corrections, keep buying. All right. So Kiwi dollar, same analysis on the Euro New Zealand dollar. Let me show you the New Zealand charts only. All right. So this pair. So we are looking for Euro New Zealand dollar to drop to. Okay. So it is at the extreme high or at the top. Okay, and weekly high. So we are looking for Euro New Zealand dollar to drop to from that top. Okay, so it is also forming a very nice longer term reversal opportunity. Kiwi CAD. Okay, also forming a very nice opportunity for buy. All right, you can see over there arrows showing more upside. Aussie New Zealand dollar is also showing a very nice opportunity for drop. All right, and this kind of move to happen. All right, so break and correct and go down back to the bottom, and New Zealand dollar and chief. All right, so big weekly chart. All right, so similar like the New Zealand dollar, US dollar chart. All right, so big move, go back up, and Kiwi yen too. All right, so Kiwi yen too to go back up for longer term. So huge potential on there, okay, and similar kind of move on the pound New Zealand dollar to happen. So yeah, one more drop can happen. Yes, currently we are looking for it to keep pushing the way it is doing right now, pound to get strong. So huge potential going to be over there on the Kiwi pair. So let's move on to the Aussie New Zealand, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Bigger chart, guys, still same. Hope you remember that. And on lower time frame, we are having this is bigger time frame, weekly time frame chart. And last week, if you remember, we were expecting it to either keep pushing higher or go down for one more drop. All right, so price is slowly pushing lower, going down, and the wave which we are looking for is this. All right, so that's the wave we are looking for. All right, so price went up, then again went lower. All right, so last week we had correction, but that correction did not continue for more upside, and price is still slowly pushing lower. All right, so it can form bottom, it can test the bottom, this bottom, all right, so it can correct and can keep pushing slowly the way it is doing right now, okay, and can test that bottom or even can form new low like the way you guys have just seen a new low on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. All right, if we're gonna have that new low, let's say that that's going to happen, okay, we are going to have that pattern formation and the prices just keep pushing lower, a couple of more pips, okay, we still gonna go that trade, okay, this is the trade we're gonna go that direction. All right, because they're gonna be high potential opportunity for reversal in longer run, right? Yeah, obviously when you're gonna counter the longer term trend, there is risk always gonna be over there when you're gonna try to counter the trend. All right, but always potential you're going to have into that direction when you're going to counter the trend, all right? But make sure you understand the bigger image, you understand the big picture, what big picture is showing you, what where the potential is in longer run, rather than trying to counter the trend, all right? Okay, so in case if price is going to form new low or going to test the bottom, okay, the way I have just said, okay, let's say this ABC move is going to push lower. Yeah, so still we're going to go for buy on the Aussie dollar against the dollar. All right, so what we are looking for currently, all right, we are not looking for that ABC move, all right, that ABC move, this ABC move, which is just I have shown you. We are looking for this trend to break down, all right, a break up, all right, this impulse to hold, all right. All right, so breakout, this impulse to hold, breakout, and keep correcting and keep pushing higher. That's what we are looking for. Okay, if we're not gonna get that short move, and Uzi gonna correct over there for another time that it has done there, all right? Then go down, okay? Go down, hit that bottom, and then bounce off, or 100% retracement. You guys can say that. Go back up. That's how we are looking on the Uzi against the dollar. Okay, bigger chart you guys have just seen on weekly time frame chart. Okay, pound pairs are interesting. All right, so you have seen pound dollar chart. All right, there you have, this is the pound dollar chart. All right, so we are going into that direction, and let's go to the lower time frame. Very simple, very easy. You're looking for the next leg is also, the updated chart is also there, guys. There you got. All right, so you're looking for that to bounce off from the bottom and continue to go higher. Okay, and once price gonna complete that next leg, all right, there is possibility that pound can struggle within that big wedge. All right, so we are not anticipating that move, guys, at the moment, okay, but still can happen as we don't have a fact on Brexit. All right, so Brexit outcome, still can push. Last week I told you that the no deal chances are less than before. All right, but still things are unclear. All right, still things are unclear, and the price still can push lower for that one more drop. So what we believe now, we believe that price to keep pushing higher, at least up to that trend line, or all the way back to that top. All right, and as I said last time, smart money already getting in. They're buying the pound. All right, and you're looking for pound to correct and continue. It is already into the correction. Okay, so slightly push more lower and continue to go higher. All right, so when you should be seller, as I said last week, you have to see sharp breakout of that move. All right, sharp breakout. Let's say price is going to break down, okay, and going to correct. Then you should trade into that direction. There is no sign for drop on the pound at the moment. We are having signs for more upside. Okay, same chart on the pound chief. All right, so pound chief chart. There you got the pound chief chart. And there you got the updated pound chief chart in lower time frame. Okay, similar like the pound dollar chart. Okay, so keep pushing higher. All right, so come down and keep pushing higher or upside. Okay, when you should be seller, strong breakdown, correction, then you should start selling the pound chief back to the bottom. All right, so pound chief to just keep pushing higher and complete the bigger weekly wave all the way back to that top. Same chart on the euro pound. Okay, so euro pound chart. There you got it, right? That's the euro pound chart just shown you at the start. Right, on lower time frame, correct. Deeper correction. Very much similar like the pound, chief. Okay, so a bit deeper correction. Expanding triangle and keep pushing lower. All right, so pound pairs, wash them. And pound CAD, similar like the other pound pairs. Okay, there you got the pound pair. And there you got the update. So you're looking for, all right, so you're looking for a similar kind of expanding triangle here, price to hold it and continue to go higher. All right, so if don't hold, let's say it is not going to hold that bottom and breaking down, okay, so still there's going to be a buy opportunity. Right, still there's going to be a buy opportunity in the pound CAD, okay, so a bigger correction and then continue to go higher. All right, and pound Australian dollar, as said last week, pound Australian dollar to just keep pushing higher. Slowly, similar again this week. All right, so pound Australian dollar to keep pushing higher. Test the previous high at 188,900 or 189. You guys can see that. All right, so test the top. Pound to just keep getting strong. All right. As I said, when you should sell it over there, guys, you need to see sharp breakdown of that trend. All right, breakdown correct, and then you start selling the pound Australian dollar. All right, so just keep looking for upside short term buy. Make sure you trade with care. It is already at the top. We are neutral on it. Okay, so just keep pushing up, short term buy. Okay, so deeper pull back and keep pushing higher. All right, so same analysis on the pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar to just keep pushing slowly for upside. And once price gonna test the top, then pound New Zealand dollar to reverse from that top. Okay, so slowly keep pushing higher and test that top. And from that top, one more drop. All right, so just keep pushing higher like other pound pairs. So you don't have a lot of potential on these two pairs, all right? So you don't have a lot of potential on pound New Zealand dollar for buy and pound Australian dollar. So that's why you see, I have posted, the charts where we are having a lot of potential. I have posted pound dollar, lot of room to go for upside. Pound chief, lot of room to go for upside. Euro pound, lot of room to go downside. Pound cat, lot of room to go for upside. Pound yen, lot of room to go for upside. All right, and these pairs already made their move. Okay, you don't have a lot of room to go more upside on these two pairs. All right. Okay, they can slowly push back to the crash area. All right, when other pound pair is gonna get strong. All right, so you have a lot of room. All right, and pound New Zealand dollar similar like that, and pound yen. A lot of room to go. So a lot of room to go for upside. So similar analysis, similar chart like other pound pairs. You're looking for this expanding triangle to hold the bottom and continue to go higher. Okay, that trade, hold the bottom and go back up. All right, and keep forming corrections and keep pushing higher. All right, this chart is very much similar like the dollar yen chart. All right, so pound yen and dollar yen both are same. All right, same chart, same chart. All right, and on bigger time frame, okay, to just keep pushing higher. Okay, so when you're gonna go for long on the pound yen or dollar yen, okay, this is what we are looking for. Keep going higher. So when you're gonna go for long on any yen, I mean, if you're gonna sell any yen pair, all right, any yen pair. So make sure you understand that there is still uncertainty into the market, all right? If that uncertainty is going to get worse, all right? So the yen still can get strong, right? We still can see one more drop back to the bottom. Okay, so this move is still possible. You cannot ignore that move on the yen pair. So what I'm saying, in other words, if I'm going to show you a couple of other yen pairs, okay, so you see that the move is there. Pound yen moved, all right, within that circle from the bottom. All right, pound yen moved, dollar yen moved from the bottom. Okay, euro yen moved from the bottom, right, within that circle. All right, so CAD yen moved from the bottom, all right, within that circle. Okay, if we look at the Kiwi yen, it went lower. Okay, so it moved, but now going back to that bottom, about to test this the previous low. All right, you see that? So that kind of wave can happen on other yen pairs too. All right, you see that wave is happening over there. All right, yen is Kiwi is going down against the yen, right? Or Uzi is going down against the yen. Okay, so this move can happen. All right, that move can happen. We are not anticipating that move. we are anticipating that we're going to move towards stability, and we're going to have strength, and the dollar, pound, CAD, they're going to keep pushing higher against the yen. All right. But when you're going to go along, make sure you keep that thing in your mind. So what I'm saying, in other words, I'm saying to you, if you understand the structure and pattern formation, I'm saying to you, when price going to break that trend, right, aggressively going to break that trend, and going to start correcting, then you're going to have buy setup. There is no buy opportunity. Market reversed, all right, this trend turn into a correction for one more drop, okay, and it's going down for another move down back to the bottom. Okay, and then there are going to be short-term opportunities, couple of short-term opportunities back to that bottom. All right, one or two opportunities back to bottom, and again going to buy from the bottom. All right, so those who missed the move from the bottom on pound yen, they're going to love to see that one more drop so that they can buy again from the bottom. All right, that can happen. So make sure you understand that. Dollar yen chart I have just shown you. Okay, so looking for that continuation for upside. Okay, continuation for upside. So on lower time frame, okay, so we are anticipating price to hold. It's trying, all right, but market closed. All right, so we were anticipating that correction to break down. All right, so it broken out. Now we are anticipating. All right, so the chart I think I have just shown you. Yes, I think I have shown you, but the old chart I have shown you. Yes, I have shown you, right? So when buy setup was there from that bottom. So there is already buy setup at that bottom, all right? You see that? So this one more drop we were anticipating. Now we are anticipating price to hold, all right? The way it held this bottom. Hold that and go back up. Continuation. All right, so if price not gonna hold and gonna break down, okay, let's watch in a different scenario. So these days, uncertainties are driving the market, all right? So central banks are not moving the market. Uncertainties are driving the market. Okay, so let's look at the chart in a different way. So that's the old trend. Okay, we are having that old trend. Okay, and the move looks sharp on this daily time frame. All right, and it can draw for one more move down like that. That's what I have just shown you on Kiwi yen and Aussie yen. Okay, so that one more drop. Okay, so we are watching bottom to hold and then go back up. So lower time frame, 1 hour time frame. So you see this. Okay, let's say price is going to break down. Right, so a couple of more bars are forming and price is going to break down and going to correct again. Let's see, you are having another correction like that, right? Another correction, then start to sell the dollar yen for the downside. Okay, for sell, make sure you watch correction, this correction, all right, that correction, and then start to sell back to the bottom up to this low. All right, and again buy from the bottom. Got it? All right, so you need to see that breakdown, clearly break down and correct, and then start to sell. Okay, so let the price clear it and correct it, then you start to look for it to continue to go lower. Okay, if understand, then perfect. If not, I can show you the couple of examples, all right, on the old chart. So we had that chart, all right, this chart. So we were looking for reversal first, right? We were looking for reversal. We were looking for reversal from that bottom, and price reversed on that chart and then keep pushing higher. Okay, then there was continuation setups which were forming. All right, continuation setup. These are the continuation opportunities which were forming. The first one was forming there. All right, and the second one we were anticipating up to that. Price never went up to that, went up to this area, or similar kind of pattern formation, but at different degree. All right, and then went higher. Then another correction broke out. All these are setups for continuation for upside on the next opportunity was there. And even I have shown you the other chart at this area when price was correcting. All right, this correction. Okay, this correction, that bottom, this move. So when price gonna break down and gonna correct there, it will confirm that the dollar yen is not going to continue to go higher, and uncertainties are coming back into the market, and it is going to test the bottom. So we are currently not anticipating, the uncertainties to come back, all right? But if so, then obviously they're not going to be this buy opportunity. Okay, then they're going to be that continuation to the downside. Okay, so price action will confirm that which way dollar yen is going to go. Currently you're watching this lower time frame. Okay, so currently this area where price is right now, to hold it and continue to go higher. Very much similar analysis on the euro yen. Okay, one more drop can happen. So we are not looking for buy on the euro yen. We are currently neutral on the euro yen. Euro yen still struggling against the euro is still struggling against the yen. And as I said, if one more drop is going to happen, or as I said, uncertainties are going to get back into the market, all right, then the euro yen going to be the best pair to go for short-term sell back to the bottom for one more drop. Okay, if you go back to the past chart on euro yen, you're going to get the idea that what kind of move can happen over there on the euro yen. All right, so that was the top. Have shown that chart many times, guys. All right, just for your understanding. All right, just for learning. All right, so that's the bigger wave. All right, that's the bigger wave from that top. And next time, continuation when price was correcting back to the trend. Okay, so that continuation. And I think, yeah, this correction, all right, and then these continuation trades were there on the euro yen. Okay, so similar kind of trade, or this kind of trade, you guys can see over there. Okay, on the euro yen, that kind of wave you guys can see on the euro yen. Okay, let me let me show you in a different way this chart too. Okay, so our bias is bullish. We are anticipating yen to drop. All right, but that can change based on the price action during the week. All right, that can change based on the price action during the week. All right, so if I'm gonna draw a couple of trend lines on it, you guys gonna have the idea. Okay, you see that a continuation formation is just forming on the euro yen, which is very much similar like the previous move. All right, so we are still within that trend. Okay, so the move which I have just shown you is this. Okay, that wave can happen here. Okay, so we are not anticipating. Let's see where is the previous low. Yeah, it has the potential to push up to that bottom. All right, it has the potential to push up to 109. Then your euro dollar gonna be back at 105, 106, those areas. Okay, it has the potential to keep pushing all the way back to the bottom. All right, all the way back to the bottom. It has the potential. So currently we are not looking this move. Okay, we are not looking this move. We are looking for at least it to get much deeper. All right, at least get much deeper like this. Right, a bigger ABC move, much deeper, or you guys can see that similar kind of move, and then start to continue to go down. All right, and form a trend like that. Okay, so or there you can see, yeah, something like that kind of big sideways market. All right, something like that kind of big sideways market, and then continue to go lower. Okay, so yeah, that's what our bias, bias. But we are, as I said, we are not looking for buy on the euro yen, as it is very much risky to buy for upside and less risky to sell. So, and we are anticipating bigger correction so that we can get into the trend again. Okay, or if I'm going to show you a best example, let's see this kind of example. All right, or this kind of correction. All right, give us a deeper correction like that. Deeper. All right, something like that. And then start to correct up to 124 or 125 and then start to go down. All right, and then we're going to go for a short. All right, so that's what we are looking for. But in case, price is not going to give us a bigger correction, then what you should keep in your mind. All right, so the one more drop. Okay, I mean, like the dollar yen chart. Okay, you see that very nice structure, very nice pattern formation, everything is clear, and euro is struggling against the yen. Okay, so then what you should look for? Okay, let's get down to the lower time frame for that trade. What you should look for? Currently price is not so much aggressive to the downside. It is still correcting. All right, and we are having that ABC move. All right, and that's what I have just said, you guys. We are looking for this ABC move to go into that direction. Okay, to go into that direction. That's what we are looking for. Okay, so correct over there. All right, so correct over there, like let's look at the example. Okay, correct over there. Let's see this. Okay, a perfect correction, nice correction, and there you got. Okay, correct. Yeah, if price struggle, correct that way, then start looking for that one more drop. Okay, this is going to be a nice opportunity on the euro yen. Okay, this correction to form over there, a nice deeper correction close to this top, and go down for one more drop. Okay, so what is the structure? If I'm going to make things simple, what is the structure? This is our structure. All right, this ABC move. We are looking for the ABC move to keep pushing higher, bigger correction. All right, this ABC move to form bigger correction. Okay, sharply rise from the current price. All right, if not, then go into the correction and just start to drop. All right, so nice pair to trade for the downside, but as I said, guys, make sure you understand the price action. You get into the trade after having a nice price action before. Okay, if I'm going to give you example, going to give you to show you another example. All right, let's get back to this chart. Okay, similar structure. First of all, okay, A, B, and C, that's your impulse, expanding triangle. All right, A, B, and C, expanding triangle. And this one, you can see that expanding triangle as well. All right, so what I'm saying here at this area, this correction. All right, that correction. You see that correction? All right, let's look at the lower time frame. Okay, so I hope we're gonna have that correction over there. There you got. Okay, so we were looking for euro yen to go down from there, and there you got the corrections. Okay, first correction appeared there, second correction appeared there, and after that, corrections were just appearing over there on the euro yen, and it was just keep going down. You see that examples are there, right? So 15-minute correction, 60-minute correction, then flat formation, which we had there, all right, and that flat, right, that flat appeared, and like that. Okay, hope you got now what to look for on the euro yen. Okay, so it's a good pair to trade for the downside. You have just seen examples, past example on the euro yen chart. Okay, now let's move on to the CAD yen. Similar analysis I'm going to show you almost on all yen pairs, right? Almost on all yen pairs except the pound dollar yen. Yeah, if dollar yen going to drop, do this. Pound yen is going to drop, do this. Euro yen is going to drop, going to correct, do this. Same analysis, all right? So sell them. If CAD yen is going to do that, going to break down, all right? Going to correct, start selling for one more drop, all right? And Uzi yen, Kiwi yen, they have already, done that. They have already moved back to the bottom. So you don't have, perfect opportunity on those two pairs for sell. So you only can look for Uzi yen and Kiwi yen to reverse from the bottom. So CAD, all right. So let's go to this chart. Okay, you're gonna get the idea what to do next. So that's the trade, the way which we were looking for. Now it is struggling under that trend line, the trend line you see over there. All right. I don't have the updated chart. I think I'm gonna get that chart from my group. If not, then I will let you know by drawing some lines on that chart. Yes, I have that chart. So there you got. That's the updated chart. Okay. Now you see that the arrow was showing that watch this area. All right. There our structure is showing that watch this area. Either price gonna break, and gonna continue the wave back to that top, or gonna struggle there and we're gonna have price action over there and we're gonna go for one more drop. Okay, place to watch price action over there. Okay, so price action like what? Euro yen chart. I have just explained to you guys like what you should watch price action. Okay, so the CAD yen can go down for one more drop. So we are anticipating CAD yen to complete the wave. All right, so this correction to break up. All right, continue. So for that wave, again, get back to the fundamentals. All right, so which move? Which can drive that move? All right, which can drive that move? Again, you know, risk on. Risk on can drive that move, or you can see that in simple words that U.S. China, should give good signs to the market regarding trade deals. All right, then you're gonna have that continuation breakup and more upside, or maybe other reason gonna be over there. But currently we don't have other reasons which can drive the market aggressively for upside than this. All right, then the US-China trade war, that's driving the market. I said, all right, that's driving the market. Everyone is just watching this, watching outcome of that news. That's driving the market. So positive news will give you a lot of strength on CAD, Uzi, Kiwi, dollar, pound against the yen gonna drop very, very aggressively. All right, so if let's say the trade war is not going to get ease, all right, we are not going to see some easing from both parties. All right, then Bank of Japan can intervene in the market. All right, so last week they did not do anything. They said they are still sitting and watching the market. All right, but yes, they are, watching very, very closely and ready to take action when they gonna feel that action is appropriate. So if still risk is going to rise between these two countries, US and China, then Bank of Japan can intervene into the market, all right, and they can, drop their currency, and yen can drop, and the 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 CAD, dollar, the dollar, pound, euro, they can rise against the yen, all right. So make sure you understand that what's driving the market, okay? So if you're gonna understand that what's driving the market, it will be easy for you to figure it out that which way market gonna go, all right? So let's look at the lower time frame on the CAD yen. So currently, as I said, we are looking for CAD yen to break out that correction. Right, this correction to break out. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. There you're going to see clear correction. All right, this correction to break out. This correction to break out and continue to go higher. All right, that's what we are looking for. So if we're not going to get that breakout and the CAD yen going to start to struggle, let's say going to break down and going to start to correct in the same way the way I have just shown you on the euro yen chart, or if you look at this chart, all right? If you look at this chart, okay, then one more drop. You see that? Same structure. If going to happen over there on the CAD yen, then one more drop. All right, or let's copy the whole move. Okay, then one more drop can happen over there. Or let's go back to the complete chart. We had that chart there. In that, then you're gonna get the idea, right? So hopefully on the 6-hour time frame. Okay, that move we were anticipating at that time. Price went up and then started to correct over there. Okay, so it can do that again. Okay, so it can do that again for one more drop. So let that correction to form and then start selling the CAD yen for the downside. Okay, so let's move on to the other two yen pairs. So Uzi yen to bigger time frame chart. Hope you guys remember we are anticipating longer term reversal. Okay, this weekly chart. Okay, that to happen. Okay, we are still in bearish trend. We are still within that trend. All right, that trend hasn't reversed yet. Still going all the way back to the bottom. So we are looking for now reversal. Okay, and how your structure gonna be look like on lower time frame? All right, so this is your structure. Okay, so another correction, keep pushing lower. Okay, before you trade into this direction, let the price correct over there. All right, okay, let the price correct. So what we are anticipating this move, okay, rise aggressively, continue the trend for upside. Okay, that's the structure. Price can correct and continue to the downside back to that bottom. Okay, so we are looking for short move over there, waiting for that short move to happen, and then we're gonna look for buy on it. On the currently, it's not ready to trigger the trade for buy. Okay, it is very much, strong, or you can see that in an impulsive move for the downside. Okay, which can keep pushing lower for more downside. You see that correction? You see this correction? Okay, another correction over there will keep this pair pushing lower. All right, Another correction like that will keep this pair pushing lower all the way back to the bottom. All right, or up to this bottom. Yeah, so short move there, like that. Short move, correction will confirm that we're not going to have that move. All right, and yen is going to lose its value, and we are having uncertainty. We are having certainty into the market, and yen is going to get down. All right, so we are anticipating this short move to happen, like that short move. Yeah, so a kind of neutral analysis. You guys can see that on the Uzi yen. All right, neutral analysis. So same neutral analysis on the, not neutral analysis on the Kiwi yen because it is close to the bottom and there going to be some price action again. Okay, so very much same chart like Uzi yen. Okay, get up from the bottom and same, all right, same structure. Okay, so correct and drop for one more drop back to the bottom and bounce off. Okay, or just take off from the current price and give us a longer term reversal. There is no sign at the moment, fundamentally for strength on the Kiwi, all right, at the moment. But next week we are having rate decision, all right. We are having rate decision. We don't have, I think, press briefing. Yeah, we're gonna have a statement and you're gonna have some, some some signs what Royal Bank of New Zealand is thinking, you know, regarding their economy. Okay, so if signs are getting good, signs good, recovery signs come in, then obviously, Kiwi gonna start to continue to go higher. So Euro New Zealand dollar chart, bigger chart, the trade setup chart I have just shown you, all right? So we are looking for that to drop. Now let's straight away get to the lower time frame here on 1 hour time frame. So you see that prices keep pushing higher. Let's remove a couple of trend lines and let's make this chart clean. All right, so very good opportunities is in making on the Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, so struggling. It is struggling on 1 hour time frame. It looks very sharp, aggressive on bigger time frame, but it is struggling. All right, so let's go back to the past chart. I think yes, we have chart there. Let's go to the old chart. All right, there at this area. So just for your understanding. All right, so what you should watch, okay? 4 hour time frame, maybe. Let's check from there. There you got, okay, there you got this chart. So when you look at the Euro New Zealand dollar, when it was there, okay, it was struggling. It was pushing higher, but struggling. All right. So it is doing exactly the same way on lower time frame. All right. At this area, okay, it was struggling. And it is doing same exactly at the current price. Okay, this is what you are looking for. I hope you guys see there. Okay, this is what you are anticipating over there. If you see, perfect. If you don't see, then go back to your chart and analyze that area, analyze that place. Okay, let me show you what you are looking for. Okay, this is what you are looking for on the Euro New Zealand dollar. This is what you are waiting for. All right? It looks like, an engulfing candle. All right? But there are some reasons behind that engulfing candle, all right? This engulfing candle appeared over there because of some reasons, all right? So if reasons are good for the kiwi, then you're gonna have a sell over there. Okay, this is what you are looking for. This is what you are waiting for on the Euro New Zealand dollar, not just on Euro New Zealand dollar. You are waiting for this on all Kiwi pairs. All right, this is what you're waiting for on all Kiwi pairs. You're waiting for that on the Kiwi dollar, waiting for a Kiwi chief, waiting for Kiwi dollar, US dollar, right? Kiwi chief, Kiwi yen, Kiwi cat, yeah, pound Kiwi, Euro Kiwi, all Kiwi pairs, you're waiting for that. All right, now let's get down to the current price. Okay, so if I'm gonna copy this part of the chart and gonna reverse this there. Okay, this is what you are waiting for. Okay, okay, as long as price keep correcting this way, you see that correcting? All right, so let it go for more higher. All right, keep correcting, go more higher. Correct, go more higher. Correct, go more higher. Correct, go more higher. All right, so if correct again, let's see a bit deeper, go more higher. Okay, keep waiting for that. Go more higher, go more higher. Okay, as long as keep correcting, patience. For sellers, you should patience. You should show patience. Buyer, you can trade for short term for upside with the trend on lower time frame, but make sure you trade with care because you're gonna buy euro against the New Zealand dollar at the top. All right, and when you're gonna see sign, right? This sign is just coming out. Just trigger the trade. All right, coming aggressive sell coming, trigger the trade, put your stop behind that, and wait for another correction, sell more. All right, wait for another correction, sell more. Keep selling all the way. Price keep pushing lower. Okay, if I'm gonna go back to the previous top, right? So previous top. Okay, so there are gonna be plenty of sell setups on the Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, so you got the price action, correction, sell. All right, so another correction, sell, another correction, sell, another correction, sell, another deeper correction, sell. You see that how many opportunities were there? One, and plenty of opportunities were there on 15-minute time frame. I'm showing opportunities on 4-hour time frame. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and even when we had that bigger correction, we were anticipating that one more drop as well. Okay, so that's what you are. That's why we look for big big moves, big waves. All right, so when you figure it out, that price gonna go into that particular direction, it will be easy for you to add more. You just watch correction, you watch pullback, you add more. You watch pullback, you add more. You watch pullback, you add more. You keep accumulating your position. And once a wave hit to your target, there are gonna be plenty of return on that that move. All right. So always these big waves happen against the trending market. All right, when you are having a trending market, yeah, you look big wave against that trending market. All right, right, and every trend will give you, specifically on the forex market, will give you reversal. All right, but on equity market, yeah, bullish trend will give you correction. All right, you wait for the correction on the equity market. All right, and then you buy. You wait for the dip on the equity market. So trading on stock market is different, trading on forex. All right, yeah, so it's easy to trade on the stock market as with compared to specifically on the equity market indexes, all right? It's easy to as with compared to the Forex market, all right? Why easy there? You wait for the pullback, all right? But trading on equity market takes more time to trade to get profitable on the the Forex market, all right? I mean, you have to wait more on equity market before price reach to your target, all right? So equity market moves slow as with compared to the Forex market, all right? So Forex market, you know, gives you reversal, all right? A lot of reversal you see there, but you don't see reversals on the equity market. You see, you know, trend price just keep pushing into that trend, all right? So when we're gonna have, you know, when we're gonna look at the setups on the equity market, or let's look at this quickly, all right? So you don't have a potential opportunity on the equity market, on the US major averages, okay? You see that? So you wait for pullbacks on the equity market. You wait for pullback and you keep buying. But on the Forex market, reversals always happens. Okay, so Euro Australian dollar. So Euro Australian dollar, last week I have shown you that one more up move is possible. Yeah, so we are going into that direction. So price still can push more higher, okay? All right, so this short-term corrective trend to break out and keep pushing higher. Okay, and from top just reverse. Okay, if breakdown aggressively, then they're going to be drop on the Aussie dollar, euro against the Aussie dollar, and price can push up to this previous low. All right, that previous low. Okay, this aggressive drop can push price back to that bottom. All right, so what I have shown you on the Australian dollar US dollar chart, up, buy, not sell on that pair. All right, so if you're gonna have buy there, then this pair not gonna push back to that top. We're gonna see breakdown, and this pair gonna start to continue to push lower back to that bottom or this area. So you don't have a perfect opportunity on Euro Australian dollar, just short-term continuation for more upside. And once price gonna form new high, then you're gonna look for it to reverse or break down on that trend, the trend which is just there. Okay, this time frame. All right, so this correction to just keep going higher. All right, so you should be seller over there when you're going to see a breakdown. Then you're going to start to sell to the downside. So we are, you know, you can say that neutral on this pair at the moment. We don't have a perfect opportunity. All right, and there you got the cat chief forming a very nice opportunity. So let's straight away get to the lower time frame rather than on the bigger time frame. Okay, so you see that flat formation, price to form that flat formation and then go down. So last week what I said to you guys there, if you had gap, then look for it to continue to go higher. Yeah, so we had gap because of the oil. Oil went higher. All right, now you're looking for next week this flat formation to form and cat chief to drop. Right, cat to drop against the chief. Okay, if don't form that correction and push more higher, let's say it goes more higher, test that top or new high, look for it to drop. So Kiwi Cat is also keep pushing lower. All right, so good pair to watch for reversal. So let's look at the clean chart first, and then we'll look at the setup, all right, on lower time frame. So setup gonna be very much similar like the Euro New Zealand dollar chart, all right? So price action gonna be similar like the Euro New Zealand dollar chart. So you're looking for similar kind of price action, which I have just shown you on the Euro New Zealand dollar chart. So let's remove everything. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Let's go to the monthly time frame. All right, so since you can see that 2005, we are having a sideways market on the Kiwi CAD, right? We are not having a trending market, right? A sideways market. We don't have a strong trend on it, all right? And since 2014, we are having a sideways market like that. A flat formation, you guys can see this, right? Flat formation for one more up move back within that flat formation or new high. All right, so we are not anticipating this kind of move, all right? We are not anticipating continuation back to that bottom, okay? So as I said, 1% interest rate, okay? Royal Bank of New Zealand having interest rate at 1%. Okay, they are having 4 more cuts. They can cut with 25 basis point, 4 time more. I think this is the lowest interest rate on the KV. Yeah, since 2007 financial crisis, right? The lowest interest rate on the Kiwi, right? And yeah, after cutting 4 more times, they can go for quantitative easing the way ECB went 2 weeks ago, all right? And again, Kiwi gonna start to get strong if they're gonna go for quantitative easing. Let's say the Royal Bank of New Zealand goes for quantitative easing like the other banks. Still, Kiwi gonna get strong after that. So this is out of card, okay? You can say that this move is not going to happen, right? That wave is not going to happen. So highly likely you're gonna see recovery on the Kiwi against the CAD. All right, so let's say they are not going to do anything, and Bank of Canada is going to cut the interest rate, and CAD is going to drop significantly, which is which we are anticipating right now. Bank of Canada to cut the interest rate and CAD to drop. All right, and drop on CAD, you're going to see recovery on the Kiwi. If not all the way back to that top, at least another move like that. Right? Another move like that. Okay, so highly likely. So the odds are very much positive, yeah, for upside. So highly likely you're going to see strength. All right, so price going to recover at that bottom, going to hold that bottom, and price going to go back up from that bottom. All right, so odds are very much, you can say that good for upside rather than more downside. All right, so yes, the price is pushing to the downside. It can push a couple of more pips like that, guys. All right, so if I'm going to draw a structure on it, okay, so let's say this is our formation. Our price is running within that flag or channel. All right, so it can push slightly, 80 is far away, all right, but let's say it can push up to that low. Yeah, so the still wave we're gonna have in longer run gonna be that, right, that wave. All right, so similar kind of like that wave. Okay, like that wave. So if you remember that, we were looking for sell at this area. All right, so if you remember when price was there, we were anticipating that wave. Okay, now we are anticipating a similar kind of wave, all right? So that wave to happen. So hope you got it. Why odds are very much positive for upside rather than for downside. All right, so let's straight away get down to the 1 hour time frame here. Okay, you see this short-term downtrend. Okay, this downtrend to break up aggressively for upside. Right, this downtrend to break up aggressively for upside. All right, break up. If you see that the short move is coming, start looking for buy. Okay, and on correction, let's get back to the previous chart. Let's get back to the previous place. All right, so this is what you're watching for on the Kiwi. I said last week as well, so this week same. All right, so this move and correction and these corrections to keep forming, and keep buying, all right? Okay, so that's what you're looking for on the Kiwi CAD. A good opportunity for longer run. All right, and the similar analysis like yen pairs, okay? Longer term reversal. All right, so this is what we are anticipating, and on short term, same analysis like Uzi yen. Okay, so correction. You are having that correction on the Euro Australian dollar, all right? So Euro Australian dollar can break up, and this can form correction and can break down. So we are anticipating Aussie yen, Kiwi, Aussie dollar, US dollar, Aussie chief to go this way, not to the downside. Okay, Aussie to go up. This move, sharp rise from the current price. All right. And Aussie New Zealand dollar, similar analysis like the Euro New Zealand dollar. All right. Okay, so the Euro New Zealand dollar still have some room to keep pushing for upside. You can see arrows showing, all right, and the short term more upside. Keep correcting and keep pushing higher. All right, so when you should be seller, all right, so this correction to keep forming and keep pushing higher, keep forming, keep pushing higher. All right, so when this uptrend gonna break down aggressively, let's say breaking down, last week I have shown you example. Once you're gonna see that it's breaking down, start to sell. All right, so still it has potential to keep pushing more higher, guys. Sell setup is not there. All right, so Aussie CAD is very much similar like the other Aussie pairs. So we were anticipating this pair to get down back to the bottom, so it's going down. That was the good opportunity, by the way, last week because market wasn't moving a lot last week. We were having, a lot of sideways move, and that was the good opportunity. You know, as with compared to the other opportunities. So I don't think so. I'm gonna get short. I wouldn't be able to get that short. Yeah. So short-term sell setup was there for one more drop last week. We had that, and we are still, looking for that to complete all the way back to the bottom. All right. So sell setup was there, and looking for, it to keep pushing lower. All right. So you don't have much left on this pair for downside. I mean, you don't have a lot of room to sell this pair for more downside. So again, when price going to get back to the bottom, you're looking for this to reverse. All right. So you're looking for this to reverse. So yeah, price to go down more, correct, go down more, hit the bottom, and then reverse. All right. So this opportunity is not worth taking. If you feel comfortable, you can trade, all right, but make sure trade with care for sell at the floor, all right, at the bottom. Okay, because price can bounce off at any time for upside. We were anticipating sell from there, right? We were anticipating sell. Even I have shown you in the weekly market outlook. All right, we did not got a good price section over there. Price just went up. Then we got a good price section over there. Yeah, market opened with gap, and then we got that sell. Yeah, so that trade was much better as we compare to the Aussie dollar US dollar sell. So you're looking for a longer term reversal and the same analysis on the Kiwi chief, all right? So price is about to hit the bottom, all right? Very much similar like the Kiwi dollar US dollar chart. Okay, so when you're gonna go sell, when you're gonna go for sell on the Euro New Zealand dollar, make sure you go for long on the Kiwi chief as well, all right? Because both pairs are correlated, or you can see that Kiwi gonna get strong, all right? So you're looking for price to hold that bottom, all right, or go more lower and then start to rise. Buy setup from the previous bottom, the Kiwi chief, all right, and Euro chief, they're gonna be a buy setup too, all right. So next week you're looking for that price to hold, all right? Price to hold that bottom and go into that direction. If not going to hold, keep pushing lower, yeah, then again look for this move. All right, so people believe that still euro gonna drop against the chief, all right? Because you know, Swiss National Bank did not do anything, and euro still can drop you know, up to 106 or 105. Yeah, it has the potential, right? People still believe that it can push up to 106 or 107 before going to rise. Okay, we don't believe right now. We believe that it is forming a very good opportunity at the current price, and you watching price action. Very much similar trade like the euro dollar US dollar chart, right? So there is another opportunity for upside. Okay, this chart very much same. Let's look at this chart in a different way, okay, so that you can get the idea what can happen. Because we were buying this pair from the bottom. We were buying that pair from the bottom, and chart is still there on the Telegram. If you go to the Telegram, you're gonna get the chart over there. Copper. Okay, so let's get to the clean chart, right? Okay, so we can still see one more drop within that. Okay, so we still can see one more drop back to the bottom before going to continue to go higher. This is the structure or the formation which we are having right now, all right? Okay, so if I'm gonna go further, lower time frame, the formation which I'm showing here, okay, this formation. We had that formation on lower time frame as well. Okay, if I'm gonna go further lower time frame, okay, you can see that wedge or whatever name you want to give. Okay, so one more drop can happen over there on the bigger time frame. Okay, so that, all right, so one more drop, and then price took off and went higher. So one more drop can happen here on bigger time frame for previous bottom, and then again they're going to be a buy on the copper, all right? Okay, so currently we are anticipating the copper to hold the previous bottom. Yeah, it's struggling to hold the previous bottom, and breakdown is possible, right? We are anticipating this bottom to hold, or this expanding triangle, right? Price to hold and rise aggressively and complete the bigger daily wave. Okay, so you have oil. All right, so oil can get back to the previous high, and oil gonna stay sideways for a while before you're gonna have a direction on it. All right, so oil to go down next week. All right, so this correction, let's straight away go to the lower time frame. Okay, this correction to slightly get bigger and get down. All right, so if price is not going to break down that correction and keep pushing, let's say keep pushing for upside. Okay, then search the sell setup from this previous high. All right, if test the 70, sell setup. Test the 79, 69, then search the sell setup on the oil. All right. So we're still neutral on the oil, guys. We don't have a perfect opportunity on the oil. Right? Same analysis on the US oil. You don't have a perfect opportunity. Okay. So it can stay sideways the way, you know, let's see, guys. Let me show you a setup on it, okay? So what can happen and where you can have a good opportunity to sell. Okay, you see that that's your trend, short-term trend, and that's your correction. All right, and that's your correction, very much similar like the Australian dollar, US dollar, and chief chart. Okay, that can happen. You can see one another move back to the bottom, right, up to this previous low. All right, so there, this correction to get deeper, bigger, and then break down. Okay, and test that bottom or keep pushing lower all the way back to that bottom. All right, if don't form that correction and goes back up, okay, up to that top, then look for it to drop. So whenever you go for sell on the oil, just keep in your mind one thing. All right, so you are trying to sell against I mean the OPEC countries, all right, which hold the supply, all right, which you can say that having fully control on the supply, all right. When they feel that prices are very much low on the oil, yeah, they stop you know oil supplying to the market. They stop oil supplying to the market, and result of that, you see higher oil prices. All right, so make sure you understand that there is a lot of oil supply in the market, and when the OPEC country gonna start to cut off that, then they're gonna struggle, and oil price is gonna drop rather than going higher. Right, so it is very much the oil prices very much depend on the oil supply, how much supply they are having in the market at the moment. And if there is a lot of supply in the market, then oil not gonna get higher, okay. And if oil is cheap, then definitely they're gonna stop producing oil, they're gonna stop providing supply to the market, then oil price is gonna go very much higher. So in simple words, all right, just look at the OPEC, what they are saying. If they are saying that they're gonna cut the supply, oil price is gonna go higher. Yeah, when they're gonna see that they're gonna resume this oil supply, oil price gonna drop. Okay, very much it's not complicated to understand the oil. All right, so more, I mean, countries now more countries are producing oil. Because of that, oil, OPEC countries are struggling to stabilize the oil prices or push the oil prices. Yeah, so US does not want higher oil prices. So last week when we had a tag, if you look at the Donald Trump Twitter account, what he was saying that we had a lot of supply, and we gonna open our reserves for those countries who want oil, all right. So they don't want higher oil prices, all right. But the other countries, which, I mean, those countries which are heavily depend on the oil, or their economy depend on the oil, they cannot afford cheap oil prices, all right. So it's not complicated to understand the logic behind the oil, all right. So if it goes back to that, the impulse generation plan, you're looking for oil to drop, all right. And hope the event which we had last week, we're gonna have a result of solution of that. They Saudis already said that supply no gonna disrupt. All right, they're gonna supply oil to the market normally, the way they were doing before that attack. Okay, so natural gas to keep pushing higher. All right, so natural gas to keep pushing higher, and okay, so natural gas to just keep pushing higher. That the arrow you guys see over there, just hold that and keep pushing higher. All right, so let's look at the metals. So you got gold, right? So gold is still sensitive to any uncertainty. Specifically, it is sensitive to the U.S.-China trade war, all right? Not the other uncertainties. Yeah, yeah. When we are having positive news from U.S.-China, and gold goes down, all right? When we are having negative, any small negative news from trade war side, gold goes up. All right, so gold goes up. So we are anticipating gold to form that head and shoulder formation and goes down. Okay, all right. So price to hold there rather than for more push for more upside, hold there and drop. All right, so head and shoulder and silver to go down to. All right, so silver to form that kind of expanding triangle and goes down. All right, get that kind of expanding triangle and go down. All right, and EuroCAD, we missed that. And EuroCAD to form that ABC move, very much similar like the CAD shift chart, all right? Form that ABC move and go higher. All right, and on a platinum chart I have just posted, you guys have just seen. All right, so as long as gold holds their head, all right, okay, this head, as long as gold hold lower than this top, you are looking for this to go down. Okay, as long as gold hold that top 1560, you're looking for gold to reverse. All right, so bank are already easing. Bank are already went for easing. Now they are looking for this issue to solve, right? The trade war issue. And platinum to go down, and palladium, we are neutral. We don't have a setup on that. It is just keep pushing higher. So on equity market, US equity market, we don't have a perfect opportunity, guys, for this week. We had a couple of good opportunities on it, and it is at the very top. Now we are expecting this correction, okay, this correction to break out, a short-term buy continuation trade. But when make sure you trade with care for more upside on the US equity market, because the US equity market is already at the top, and the issue is still going on, all right? The trade war issue is still going on. Any negative news from that end will drive the equity market aggressively to the downside. Okay, specifically the US, because they are at the top. They can collapse again with 10 to 12%. Okay, so we are looking for this move. You're looking for this week continuation for more upside. Break the previous high, form new record. All right, so same analysis on the S&P 500. All right, same analysis on both Nasdaq 100x and S&P 500x. So yes, breakdown can happen. All right, this kind of sharp sell can come over there. All right, so make sure you watch this correction before you trade for the downside. Okay, so dip will bring another opportunity to go for long on both Nasdaq and S&P 500. All right, and let's go down to the other measures. The UK 100 index, all right, or Dow Jones, all right. Let's do Jones first. Very much seem like the S&P 500. Okay, you see that correction? Just hold that ABC move, new low, right? So ABC move and keep pushing higher. Okay, so make sure, guys, you buy at that top with care. All right, you're gonna buy at the top, so make sure you trade with care. Okay, so and this to continue to go higher, the UK 100 index. All right, so you see their opportunity is already, risk reward ratio is already placed over there. So you're looking for this to continue to go higher. And German 30 to do the same, all right? So keep pushing higher. Okay, German 30, German DAX, all right? To to keep pushing higher. Okay, so continuation, similar like the UK 100 index, and test the previous high. And Nike, all right. So yes, similar like the the US major average, US indexes, all right, right. So continuation. So do John S&P 500, Nasdaq 100 index, or US Russell 2000. Same analysis on them, all right. And Bitcoin. Let's look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is struggling, trying to form the bottom, trying to hold the 10,000 place, all right, 10,000 floor, 10,000 area. You guys can say that. So guys, similar, outlook on the Bitcoin this week as well. So you're watching the correction which is just forming over there. That correction to break out and continue to go higher. All right. So if not, then go down for one more drop and start to continue to go higher. This ABC move. All right. So Bitcoin to hold the current area, current place, or the current or 9100. It can push up to 9100. All right. So when you trade for buy on the Bitcoin, make sure you guys trade with care. All right. So breakout is due on it. All right. So this sideways market breakout is just due on it. Soon we're gonna have breakup. So yeah. So Ripple went up from the bottom last week, but still not ideal for longer term continuation to the upside. Okay, so some trader, they were very happy that Ripple started to rise last week. Yeah, but again, it is back at the bottom. All right. So fundamentals are not good for the cryptocurrencies these days. All right. So Libra is very much under pressure. If Libra is going to get a safe exit, then definitely you're going to see some strength on the coins. All right. Facebook Libra. Right. So again, it is not a good to go long at the current price, but short term you can trade again from the previous low when price is going to go for 24 or 25 cent. Yeah, you can trade for next 5 cent up to 30 cent or 35 cent. All right, but it can stay there. Okay, last week I have told you that, guys, it can stay there for longer term before going to take off or upside. So same analysis on the OITA. It also pushed higher. It can stay at the bottom, all right? It can stay at the bottom before going to take off for longer term. They are, trying to form bottom since start of the 2019, all right? So they are trying to form the bottom. So this is the cheapest price on them. Okay, guys, is there any question? So dollar rand. Okay, so as I said before, if you are a seller on the dollar rand, make sure you trade with care. Dollar rand is in a strong trend for upside. Okay, any trade you take for the downside on the dollar rand, make sure you use proper risk reward ratio over there or proper stop loss. So we still believes that dollar rand gonna do that. All right, so either gonna give us one more drop, all right, one more drop, ABC move, and then again buy up to 110, and then again longer term buy, or gonna break out this triangle and gonna keep pushing higher, right? I'm gonna break out and gonna keep pushing higher. So let's look at the lower time frame. Okay, so you see that dollar is getting strong. Okay, so correction, and these corrections, yeah, so corrections are forming. It can keep forming and can keep pushing back to the previous high. All right, so short them up back to the previous high, and then you can consider sell from that top back to the bottom. Anything else, guys? Ethereum is also very much similar like the Ripple and OITA, all right? So Palladium, you can't trade on the Palladium at the current price. All right. So if you're gonna sell the palladium, it is in a very strong trend. You're gonna go for counter trend trade. You can stop out. All right, because trend is strong. You cannot buy it because you don't have a proper correction on the palladium. All right. So palladium is not tradable at the moment. Okay. So we'll show you next week, guys. We'll show you next week. So have a nice weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you back. In another week. All right, next week in the weekly market outlook. Bye bye.